everybody, and welcome to today's first live stream, and hope you guys are having a good time out there. Man, there's been a lot to digest. Woke up this morning, man, everything was on with obviously the Ethereum merge and then the Ethereum proof of work fork and everything else going on around that. Pretty crazy stock market. It's been a pretty busy morning. It's pretty crazy. Can you imagine? This is nothing compared to how busy we're going to be when Pulsechain launches. It's going to be absolutely epic. So a big welcome from Hex Token, and hope you guys are having a good time. Just going to check my audio. Audio sounds good, so we're going to get into it. Let me just set up a few more things here. Welcome everybody, by the way, wherever you are around the world. Hope you guys are having a good time. Let me know in the chat any of your experiences so far. Maybe any insights that you guys have got as well. Maybe you've been playing around for a lot longer than me. I've only had a chance for about, I don't know, 25 minutes or something like that to quickly get up to speed. So I've still got a few things that I need to do around, the Ethereum proof of work. Just get my head around a bit more of that. So we're going to have fun. We've got Brian in the house up, boss. Good to see Brian in the house. Our community leader, looking great. And, of course, KD in the house there, second. You were definitely second there, KD. Hex Token channel member 2. BC, let's get the party beginning. Yeah, absolutely, we're going to get the party on. And we've got lots to talk about, so stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about market prices. We're going to talk about Maximus. Maximus already, or Dipcatcher, already got in early on the Ethereum proof of work. You got to go basically 3x value. You can actually mint your mint team and the perpetuals on the Ethereum work there. He's already set the UI up. We're going to talk about that. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Stay tuned, folks. Hex Daily Stats, you name it. We're going to be talking about it today. We've got Crypto Dan House. Hello, people. Unprotected Hex. Woo! Let's get on to it. Expedition. What's up, guys? And big shout out. Hey, big shout out to all the channel members in there. Very cool. If you're not a channel member, look at the join button. We've got Pulsechains, Hexkins, and the Rich Heart Club. It really does support the channel as we grow into the future. We're pre-viral. Pulsechain's coming highest of stakes. Man, this thing's going to be rocking it at the moment. So cool. Blobfish in the house as well. Woo-hoo-hoo. Is it worth playing around with our copy of the Hex on the ETH proof of work chain? Says Blob. Well, you can play around with it. Like I said to you, I've only just done basic things on it so far. I haven't really investigated beyond that, Blobfish King. So I'll hesitate on commenting too much on that. But your assets are copied on that chain, and people are doing things with them. We're going to talk a little bit about that later on. Stay tuned. Ted Nelson in there. Good evening, everybody. Good to see you, Ted. In Expedition, I put my ETHW on my main wallet. Hopefully it's safe. Heard the guys from ETHW sketch. Yes, so I think it's Goo, isn't it? Goo is the leader of that. But hey, we'll see how we get on. Now it can be subject to certain attack vectors and rollbacks and replays and all sorts of other little things as well. Yeah, it's probably some people will just wait a couple of days to see how it goes on there. I'd be very careful interacting with certain things that you're not sure of. All that good usual stuff. Pulse Unity is in the house. Hey everybody, we are in the house. Hey, good to see you, Pulse Unity. Hope you're having a great day already, says Pulse Unity. Nice one, appreciate it. So let's get into it, folks. Let's jump into it. We've got a lot to talk about. Once again, get into the chat there if you've got any insights, you've seen anything. Like I say, I've only been able to check a few things, so I haven't been able to do a deep dive. I know a lot of YouTubers out there been on it. Obviously, I'm on a different time zone, so I'm down under here. But people in North America and UK have probably been on a lot of stuff already. So we're going to get into it. We've got the stock market. Dow stumbles as fears of longer hawkish Fed policy bite. No surprises here, right? We know we're going to be in an era of volatility, just the way it goes. Let's have a look at the assets. The indicators on the stock market. We've got the Dow Jones, the top 30 industrial firms, down 173 points, just over 0.5% down over the day at 30,961. We've got the S&P 500 over here, down 44 points there, just over 1.1%. So that's a much bigger move. And of course, we've got a lot of the tech firms, so they got a lot more value to move around. That's down 44. And of course, we're at 3,900. And of course, the Nasdaq down 1.4% with a lot of the tech firms in there. And of course, 167 points there, down to 11,552. So definitely down there. Actually dipped higher, so actually was actually lower and actually went up higher. So it actually got lower here, but managed to close a bit higher. So that's not too bad. So the volatility index up slightly. Obviously, when there's more volatility, risk off, for example, that goes up, and the dollar index there just up a tad at 109. That's kind of the markets. Let's have a look at the commodities. Really cool. This is good news. Brent oil down to $90.78, so we're down there, and crude there for West Texas down to $85 pretty much. So that's good news. Gold, however, look at this, trounce under. Remember, it was over $1,800. Then of course it's under $1,700. Now it's under 1,700. So 1671 down $6 there. Silver down 1893. That's pretty much where that is at the stage. So better for commodity inflation, as it were. So cool. That's where we are at the moment. Let's have a look at some of the commentary. The Dow stumbled Thursday, weighed down by falling energy and tech stocks, with the later pressured by rising treasury yields as investors price in higher for longer Federal Reserve interest rate hikes to quell inflation. Once we get through this, if we do get a 75 basis points, hopefully the market will quiet down there for a while, because it won't be, I think, till November that we have the next meeting. So hopefully that will be a bit of a quiet period. We're going to have to reassess things as we do. Like I said, after the ETH, as you know, after the ETH merge, I have said that it's going to be very uncertain times. We have to reassess things very carefully. And of course, it's going to be a bit like day by day. But hopefully after the 21st, which is when the Fed interest rate rises goes, which is in 5-6 days, we will be able to have a more quiet period in between the interest rate rises, and hopefully get a bit of a couple of bounce backs there as well. What else here? Let's have a look here at 75 basis point rate hike next week. Is almost priced in, according to investing.com's rate monitor. So let's have a look at what that is at the moment. Okay, so it's still 77% is still ranking in. It's still pricing in a 75 basis points. 23% are pricing in a 100 basis points. And of course, that is down from yesterday when we looked at it was at 25. So a little bit easing off there. But the upside inflation seen earlier this week and the ongoing strength of the labor market have some betting on higher for longer rates. And that would be the real worry, is that we have interest rate rises into 2023. If we have rate rises September and November, not so bad. We get the 4% federal funds rate, somewhere in that ballpark. It's much more expensive money. Remember, this is the fundamental change that we've got going at the moment, from cheap money to more expensive money. Next, some stage, that more expensive money really starts to cascade on things. Things start spiraling down a lot more, and so that's what we're concerned about there. The upside surprise in inflation, coupled with the recent improvement in growth momentum and uptick in labor demand, have led us to revise our outlook for the Fed once again. Jeffrey said in a note forecasting the Fed to hike until its benchmark raises equals 4.6. So they're even talking about higher than 4%, but up to 4.6%. So that's even more. We might get that's some pretty serious rate rise. That would maybe indicate even one in early 23 there. So let's see how we get on. Better than expected job claims and retail sales on data Thursday showed that the labor market remained tight and consumer spending continues to be resilient. Now, often when we get into recession, this can come down a bit later. It's like a lagged indicators as things start to hit on the jobless claims and things like that. So we'll see how we get on there. Energy was also a big drag on the broader market as oil prices fell more than 3% as energy demand fears persisted, following the IEA's warning oil demand will likely wane in the final quarter of the year. So it's kind of a good thing for the oil markets in terms of inflation as well. Now, finally, in crypto-related news, Ether fell more than 5% after its long-awaited network upgrade or merge was completed. I think it's a lot more than that now. But following the upgrade, Ethereum moved on from proof-of-work consensus, the existing mining-driven method, to validated transactions on the Ethereum network to a new proof-of-stake consensus. So there we are. That's pretty much the stock market, and that leads us nicely into crypto. So let's get into that. And of course, here we are currently Ethereum falling from grace there. Remember, we're up about $1,760 about 2 or 3 days ago. Obviously, at the ETH merge, we dropped below 1,600. We managed to pop back up after the ETH merge, and of course, get up to about 1,660 or something like that. And now here we are down at 1,475, 9.6%. So down quite a bit there. And nothing else, no other news. Maybe some of the markets waiting to see whether there's many attacks on the ETH network or this or that. We will see, but basically people sold the news there. and maybe we're just maybe we'll get a bit of recovery. We have got the interest rate rises coming on 21st, so I'm not expecting too much up to that point. Maybe we might get a relief rally after that. We will see. Of course, many people, speculated that maybe October, November could be when we get to that final bottom of the crypto market, which means we could go a lot further down from where we are now. So we'll keep watching that. BTC there at 19,713, down 2.68%. So really, ETH was the one that got sold off big time. And obviously, there's the Ethereum proof of work a fork as well playing out. But hey, look, coming down the road, there's going to be also going to be Pulsechain. So I posted a video early in the morning. It's on my scheduler. I wasn't actually up at the time, and of course, it had Richard Hart on there talking about the fact that he saw Ethereum eventually flipping Bitcoin, and of course, what else? That Pulsechain would be very, very, very competitive with Ethereum. So that's kind of his position that he had. Now, one thing I was going to say is that Ethereum now at the moment is actually deflationary with the burn. Obviously, the minor blocks rewards are gone. And of course, the actual block reward for Ethereum is much lower. We're going to try and check that out. Actually, I haven't actually queued that up. We're going to look at that. So the miner is getting a lot less. The stake is getting a lot less. And a lot of the stake rewards, as I understand it, are not coming out for 6 months. Ethereum has to do an upgrade to allow those rewards to be captured. So we won't see a lot of that reward hit the market anyway. So Ethereum is going to be, seems to me, are going to be largely deflationary for a good period of time now. So it's going to be fun times. We're going to have a look at some of the sites. They haven't actually got them up, but we'll have a look at those too. So we'll look at the ETH price chart here, so we can see we were, this is the orange chart here. Line here is Bitcoin, and of course this is the candles here, Ethereum chart. And you can see that we've got the percentage decreases over on the right-hand side. And you can sort of see, based on this, it's down 15% versus 8%. So Ethereum there, much more harsher pullback in the market in the last couple of hours here, like last 8 hours or so. So yeah, we're holding up here, but that is gone bigger. Let me just get rid of the Bitcoin. And of course, now we're jumping back to the ETH price here. And we can see that we managed to get a bit of a relief rally here. This was the 1660 after the merge, and then just slowly sold off, and then bam, got sold off intentionally here. And this is an intentional sell down, and at 16 there as well. So got sold down, probably moved with the stock market as well. It's probably the timing of that. All right, what time is that? Yeah, 2. So maybe it's the timing of that is when it happened with the stock market. So that's kind of where it is there on that one. We're going to get into quickly get into the hex markets and stuff like that. But I did want to pull up a tweet that I actually let me just go and find. Hopefully, I can find the tweets here. Let me just see whether I can find that. Hopefully, it's one I followed because it's been a little while. Was it on Eric ETH? I think it was on Eric ETH. So we're going to have a quick look at that. Hopefully, it's not too far down the line here. Let's go back down here. Yeah, so here it is. Here's the tweet here. So Eric Heath here said validators as a whole will earn 1,690 ETH per day before fees on proof of stake. Miners as a whole were earning 13,100 ETH per day before fees on proof of stake, on proof of work there. So really, really cool. So that's a big difference, right? That's a big difference in the old ETH burn there and rewards to stakers who are staking ETH, 32 ETH. And so that's pretty cool. That's a big difference. It's a huge difference for Ethereum. So really nice changes there. What else? I think that was all I was going to say about that. Not sure if he said anything else recently. Obviously the burn there's been going really well on the burn. I think I've got that site. Let's go scroll down to that. Let me look. Yeah, we've got it here. So we're going to pull that up. So this chart here, we can see that the amount of burn supply chain since the merge, 134 ETH has decreased, have been burned basically since the merge. We can see that coming up to the merge, we were up here we get up to pretty much around 120,521,000 Ethereum on the market. And since then, we had quite a bit of burn going in here. And this is over time here. And it went back up and then came back down here. We got much lower, down to 120,520,000. And now currently we're still actually below where we were at the merge. So pretty interesting stuff there. And as I say, down the bottom here, this is expected the forecast for the proof of work for the amount of Ethereum that's expected to be in the market. So you can see it's forecast to go down there. So deflationary. What else is that was interesting here? I think that was it that I wanted to show. So that's cool. So some cool stuff there. Let's jump out of there. That's pretty much the stock market crypto. We're going to get into Hex, of course. So let's do that. Before we do that, let's catch up in the chat and see who's in the house. Have I got my coffee? Got to make sure I got my coffee with me. Cheers, everybody. Who else is in there? Let me have a look. Let's go up the top here. Quite a few comments. Crypto Dan there to do a copy of staked Hex. It only shows my liquid Hex. I haven't checked any of that yet. I've only done very the basics. I'm going to show you what I've done so far. We'll get up to that though. I just added the network and I don't see any other token at the moment, says KD. Yeah, all you have to do, we'll talk about the proof of work that's coming up soon. I haven't got to that topic yet. I'm imported Hex, okay, and can see my liquid, but not my staked. Yeah, pretty easy just to import the Hex contract into your wallet under the Ethereum proof of work network. I'll have a quick look at that. Brian Rakes was messing with the ad and making liquidity on his earlier stream this morning. Cool. I haven't got up to that point yet. So yeah, Brian, what is it? Staking on Hex doesn't show yet, but Hex Hedron does. Hello, my crypto family. Christian Colin in the house there. Good to see you. And Wookie said it's all good. Wookiness is here. Nice one, Wookie. Only added Hex for now. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm up to this stage. I'm up to that point as well. Like I hadn't had enough time to do enough things on it yet. It's always good to take your time as well, because with the fork, I doubt Richard won't let Hex stake connect yet. There are other UIs. I'm not sure whether they should just be able. It's just the same contract should be able to connect with potentially other users. I'm not sure whether the other UIs have any issues. How did you add Hex? It wouldn't take the contract from me, says Brian. What else there? Jump through some of that. Who else there? What's up, Superman? Check my pulse in the house at all Hexkins. Hey, good to see you. Check my pulse. Woo! You get excited. It is basically a copy and an airdrop there. The ETH mainnet is the same. Nothing to do. You have to add ETHW to mainnet access. That's true. What else there? Sandy Beach in the house. Good to see Sandy Beach. Hello, Hex Token, everybody. What else there? Expedition says my stake ended yesterday. From day 8, I made 850,000 Hex, including big payday. Happy about that one. It's Expedition. Well done, man. Well done to that one. It's huge. I guess it's an end of day yesterday from day 8. Expedition, that's amazing. Look at that. So day 8 stake in Hex. Well done, man. And of course, well done to your payday there. Now you just got to hold on to it or reinvest it. Make sure you get that high price later on. That was a $240 investment. See Expedition. Well done, man. Well done. Sandy Beach says, waiting to add the ETHW mainnet. Yep. We're going to talk about that in a second. Cheers, Superman. Says Sandra. Hey, Sandra. Hey, family. What else there? Let's have a look here. What is the strategy? Immediately in-stake and dump the Ether. Well, apparently this is what Jesse the Pit Boss has done. He's done a sell and dump, but I'm not so sure that's the right strategy. Maybe. I don't know. It's no reason why Hex can't flourish on that chain as well. We'll see. It might get a lot more support than people expect. Brian says, sorry for all the side chat, boss. Jumped in the Discord for chat. Yeah, you can always jump in the Discord. Links in the video description and in the chat there you can see. Lights beneath in the house as well. How are you today? Very good. Hello all. Hex, E-Hex, and PLS and PLS6 for the win. Apparently, ETH proof of work too now. Lights beneath. I'm just kidding. But definitely Hex on multiple chains. Looks like what we've got. Checks in my pulse. There's so much alpha in this community. Getting my token fixed. Just caught KSP TV with Dip Catcher. Good stuff. Booking Hex. Nice one there. Check my pulse. Tim Top in the house as well. What's up? What's up? Good to see Tim Top. Hey, welcome everybody to the chat. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Hit the bell. And if you want to join as a member supporting this channel as we promote Hex, Pulsechain, and Pulsechain twice a day, hit that join button. We've got Pulse Skins, Hex Skins, and Richard Hart Club. Really does make a big difference, and I appreciate support. InvestX says, hello, everybody. Good to see InvestX in the house there, adding value to the community. Nice one, hit InvestX. I still need to do more around InvestX. I've got to get onto that. Seriously do. Ted Nelson says, so does our wallets move over to the new ETH network, or did we get extra tokens on the ETH network? Not understanding. Ted Nelson, we're going to have a look at that in a minute. But first, before we get to ETH network, we're going to get into a couple other topics first. That's my last topic. So I know everyone's wanting to put that the first topic, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, cool. All right, so here we are. Hex at the moment. Hex is pulled down too with the market. So we're down at 3.45 cents here. We've got the low of the day, 3.355. Remember, our local low was back here on the 18th of June here. I can't actually see it myself, so let me pull it up, and I'll just hide little Sandy Beach's comment there. I shouldn't say the little comment, not the little Sandy Beach. And here we are, the 18th of June. We're at 2.8, so we're just above that at the moment. Obviously, the market pulling back here. Now, obviously, if we do get a really big pullback, we could see ourselves down at 1 cent and below. That's always possible. But of course, I have a little wild card thing that I have not mentioned on the chat channel, and we'll see where that plays out. Because don't want to put it on YouTube and not play out. So, but I suspect I have a feeling about something. But anyway, we'll get there. That's where we are at the moment at 3.45 cents on the chart. So we'll see how we go on that one. And yeah, I guess the next support area is around the local low there, 2.8. See how we get on. Now, let's just jump over to the rest of the markets. We're just going quickly through the prices. We've got Maximus at the moment at 7.729. The high of the day for Maximus is 7.958. And we're going to have this is going to roll into a new daily candle in about 7 minutes. So there's only 7 minutes left in today's candle. And so this is where Maximus is at the moment. And of course, let's have a look at the premium over Hex. Let's have a look at that. Premium over Hex, here we go, is at 2.24. No surprise here. This has been no play. I've said this is the play. Even within entering volatility, Maximus seems to be the play, and it keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. Obviously, they announced diamond stakes, and of course that will be out before the end of the perpetuals minting phase, which ends on the 27th at 0 UTC time. The other thing is that we've seen a very good demand straight out of the gate. What we're on day 11 at the moment, day 11, a couple hours to go on day 11 here for the minting. And of course, we're just going to be at 21 days plus on the minting phase. Ends at 0 UTC time on the 27th, which happens to be 6 days after the Fed interest rate rises. So it's going to be fun to see if there's a bit of calm after that. I suspect there may be. We'll see. And we're expecting a big finish as well. So not only are we doing well now, we're expecting a big finish by then. So pretty cool. The other thing, of course, is Dipcatcher was live working on the Ethereum proof of work fork, and has probably, I don't know, the first project that I'm aware of. I mean, I haven't been up for a little while, but the first project that I'm aware of that's set up the user interface for Ethereum proof of work. So basically 3 chains now. We've got Ethereum, Maxi, and Team Perpetuals. The Ethereum proof of work, which is a copy of all those, as well as all supported by the team. So more value there. I can see that pair flourishing. Obviously, the chain is being forked. We've got to see what sort of attack vectors and other things are playing out there. Might be a couple of days to see that. Some people can make some good trading in that time, of course, but you take on maybe you take on some risks doing that. It's it seems okay, but maybe there's rollbacks or something, other things like that. And then of course we've got Pulsechain coming up. So there's 3 copies there. So could end up being flourished and supported by Maximus. So that's pretty cool. So this just keeps getting better and better and better. The results are great. Diamond stakes, yield on yield, and now we've got this proof of work as well copy. So just keeps getting better, I think. Let's have a look at some of the results at the moment. We got Maximus here. Says 4 hours ago. The Maximus ecosystem is now supported on ETH Proof of Work network. If you minted before the merge, your coins. So if you minted your team or your base trio, Lucky or Decimus, on the Ethereum blockchain before the Ethereum merge, you will have your copies on the Ethereum Proof of Work. You just have to add the contract into your MetaMask. That's the same contract. So you're adding the same contract on Ethereum onto the Ethereum Proof of Work. Obviously, you have to add the Ethereum Proof of Work network, which I'm going to show you in a minute. If you haven't done that already, I know many of you have been onto it all night. Well, I've been sleeping like a little baby. Or you can mint stake now on ETH Perpetuals and ETH Team. So now these are front ends for the Ethereum Proof of Work, where you can mint your copies, whatever you've got, Maxi or a Hex on the ETH Proof of Work, because you had them on Ethereum before the merge. You'll be able to mint those too. You're just getting a double up play. And of course, everything's going to get copied over on Pulsechain from the Ethereum blockchain as well. So that's a 3x value triple play. Domains will be moved to a Maximus.cash as soon as the DNS records propagate. So I'm not sure if that's happened yet. So cool. That's very exciting. Amazing team, says Empty. And of course, appreciate what you're all doing there. So pretty nice there. Here's the contracts addresses. They are the same on ETH Proof of Work, or ETH Dub as people calling it, or as they are on Ethereum. So you just have to copy those into your wallet. You'll be able to see all your tokens there and so forth. So pretty cool. He's been streaming, obviously, with a few people and himself. What else there? I think that's kind of it on that. They are deciding they are deciding the penalty for the diamond hands, which is pretty cool. So I think that's probably it there. Let me have a look. I think that was, yeah, they've been on ABIT. ABIT was talking about it with Patrick, talking about strategies there. So yeah, looking good. So let's have a quick look at the results. Sorry, these are the interfaces for the ETH Proof of Work network. So this is for minting team. So if you've got Maxi, if you had Maxi on the Ethereum before that, you'd be able to mint team on this and on the Ethereum network. So there's two user interfaces for the team minting on each of those networks. And of course, there's also the base as well. So it's got EPOW on the Proof of Work, Ethereum Proof of Work at the front of the URL. And that's really cool. So you can, if you've got Hex on the Ethereum and it got copied over to ETH Proof of Work, you'll be able to mint this on the user interface as well as the Ethereum one. So this is just for the ETH Proof of Work, which is pretty cool. And of course, you just have to select the 3-year Lucky at the top, Decimus, and put your Hex in there, and you'll be able to mint that too, and add to MetaMask, which is cool. So that's pretty amazing. This team is so onto it. But let's have a look at how it's going on Ethereum at the moment. But this is the Ethereum dashboard, so not the Ethereum Proof of Work. But let's have a look here. I mean, it's probably pretty similar, but hasn't got the additions. So here at the moment, base at 21.64 million. Now, in a couple of hours' time, we'll be doing day 11 results on my second live stream, as you guys know. So we're covering that every day. And you'll be able to see the differences from day to day over the last 11 days, because we've got a pretty good estimate on those. How it's been growing, how it's been changing. Trio at 20.77 million, and of course Lucky at 18.75 million. So these are all Dolphin T-share levels now, and you can see the respective APY yields estimates there, based on 6.3x per T-share payout. Obviously, the longer you go out, the less reliable this is, because it's actually probably going to be a much higher payout. So that's just the way it goes. As we get less T-shares overall, despite growth, less T-shares expected. The Decimus there at 86.38 million. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's awesome, mate. That's at shark status. I haven't done what the shark status is at the moment, but I'm just typically over 10,000 T-shares, something like that. And of course, there we are, 30% APY on that too. No surprise there. Good for the short game, good for the long game. Long game, if you are staking, basically, if you are using these, you can stake. But if you're playing a short game, then that might be the play if you think you're going to get the speculative premium like Maxi did. 147.45. Let's actually refresh this, because I'm not sure if I did. Let's make sure we refresh this to make sure we get the latest and greatest. But this is outstanding results so far. 147,545,923 Hex gone into these so far. That's almost one of our targets. So we're targeting 150 million each. That is kind of 600 million for the bigger pays better bonus. Obviously, it needs to go into these respectively. But we're already, if we add them all up, almost at one of those targets if we want to cheat that way. But that's kind of where we are. 15,829 T-shares going really, really nice on day 11 come out and finish. And of course, there's still, just under 11 days to go, because it's, I think it works out to be about 21 days and 17 hours, something like that. So we'll see. We should have had a day 0, right? Probably day 0. Team minting snapshot. 39.25 million team has been minted. Absolutely amazing. Just terrific, right? Just terrific. Let's get the old calculator out and do a bit of advanced maths. I'm just kidding. We're not going to be doing tens of calculus or anything. Let's go to 25 and divide that by 293.3, and that is a 13.4%. 13.4%. All Maxi has gone into the team now. 13.4%. That's really good on, not quite finished day 11 here. And of course, the state team, 29.87, really good. Let's do some math on that quickly. 29.87 divided by 39.25. And that means that 76% of people have staked their team so far on the Ethereum network there. And the liquid is the remainder. So 9.37, so 24%. That's really good results. That's really high, so nice to see that. Now, the total Maxi there has been distributed 20% to the burn, so 3.85 million is burned now. And of course, we take that 7.85, divide that by 293.3, which is the total supply. That is just under 2.7% of Maxi is 100% burned there. And that's in addition to, obviously, we had the Hedron deployer burn 1 million Maxi earlier. The 369 Maxi rebate, the reward for Maxi holders, 11.77 million. This is it's not effective burn, but it's basically off the market for 3 years, 6 years, and 9 years, and the majority of it for year 6 and 9. So that's pretty cool too. That's these are basically either permanent or temporary reductions in supply that's potentially on the market. So it's really cool. And the Maxi mystery box too. We don't know what it's going to do, but let's presume it's going to be benevolent, and we get mysterious airdrops. Maybe those two match up. We've got 90.62 million there. We don't know. It's also going to get a copy of all the team tokens. So all the team that gets minted, it's going to get a copy of that on day 21, which is, at 0 UTC time after the contracts roll, and everything mints out there. So cool. Finalized minting contract runs. It's going to be so cool. So that much of that could be off the market for a long period of time. So you're talking about this Maxi, a lot of this could be off the market for a long period of time, maybe some airdrops here and there, and maybe the base token is the first one to receive some of those extra rewards as part of the diamond stake reward. So it's yield on yield. So this is just the base yield. You got to add the diamond stake. If you do a diamond stake, you're going to get additional rewards on the top of this. Could be very lucrative indeed, as well as any benefits from the new products and stuff flowing into the team as well. So extra benefits for the perpetuals, extra benefits for the team, growing with the ecosystem, could become a pretty lucrative play, as it were. So here is the top wallets at the moment. Obviously, not much to change there. Looks pretty similar, but a lot more is going into the Hex there. So cool. We're going to talk more about that leaderboard at the end of day 11 results in a couple of hours' time. Let's get over to the Maximus Ether scan. Let's have a look at the last 24 hours, though, and see what's been going into team. We had 30,000 go in a little while ago. 50,000 went in 18 hours ago. 125,000. So we're getting up into the bigger players now, 18 and a half hours ago. So it's pretty cool. Let's have a look how we're getting on closer. 50,000, 18 hours ago there. Let's jump through some of this. 25, couple of 25s there. 11 hours ago. Let's get on page 1 here and see what's been going into the team token here. 500,000 folks, a big player. 500,000. We're going to look at more at that in the second live stream. Do a bit more deep dive there. 500,000 gone into team there. That's really, really cool. And we'll have a little bit more deep dive in the afternoon. So there's a big player there. 500,000. Maxi's gone into team. Let's just scrolling up here, and those are the big players. So we've had some decent ones. That 500k, the big standout, and the 125k, another good one. We're up to, can you believe it? 39,247,000 Maxi have gone on here. Absolutely mind-blowing. Really, really amazing. There are currently 293.3 million Maxi, 5,513 holders. They're the only ones that technically can mint team at the moment. And of course, let's have a look at the Hedron deployer like a boss. Hedron deployer has been crazy. Look at this, 26.9 million. No move from the Hedron deployer yet. So we're going to wait to see what all these whales do in the whale club. All right, cool. Let's jump out of there. That is pretty much Maximus. And of course, these are the two new sites. These are both new. So obviously there are the new sites and the old sites. Let's go to the Discord. I have added this in. So Ethereum proof of work details are now in useful links. Take care on any new chain fork, of course. And of course, I also added the new Maximus UI for minting with ETH proof of work copies under the Maximus section. So if we go to the site here, it will take us to useful links. So at the bottom, I have added in the Ethereum proof of work network for airdrop, ETH mainnet info. So this is what you need to add to your MetaMask or whatever wallet you're using. And so we're going to open up our Play wallet here. Now you can set up a separate wallet or whatever you want to do before you interact with certain dApps. So you could maybe transfer assets to that new wallet and then interact with dApps. I mean, there's different ways you can do things like in terms of security, at least in the first wee while, till you get more confident with the fork chain and anything like that. If you're doing swaps or bridges or things like that, is when it really become an issue. So you need to think about that. So cool. We're going to open up the MetaMask wallet here and have a quick look at this. Just let me open this up. Bam. Before I do that, let me have another drink of my coffee. Hey, welcome everybody. So here's the Play wallet that we always use on this channel. We've got the ETHW here. So this is basically Ethereum on the ETH network, ETH proof of work, which is the fork of Ethereum that was done yesterday. So this has still got proof of work. It's not running a proof of stake like the new Ethereum chain is. And so that's where it's at the moment. Now we're going to go into go to the top here. And of course, we're going to go into settings. And we're going to go to networks. And of course, you can see these are the details. ETHW at mainnet, mainnet Ethereum, mainnet.ethereum proof of work.org. The chain ID is 10,001. The currency ETHW, and of course the blockchain explorer there is oklinkthere.com. Those are the details. All you have to do is add network and add those in, and then save, and you'll have that network. And all you have to do, just like you would if you're going to Pulsechain test network, you just swap the network around and you're going to jump into it. Maybe I want to go back to Ethereum, you jump back to that. But I want to see my copies that I got because ETHW forked Ethereum. And of course, we want to see what our copies that we had on Ethereum are on the network there. Now, we will necessarily have to go and view the account on Explorer to see what we've got on here. Obviously, this one here has got no Ethereum on it because it's our Play wallet. We don't do much with that. There we are. And of course, if we wanted to import a new contract that we've got, maybe we've got a Hex or something like that, we can do that pretty easily. Very nice. Let me just, I'm not sure if that's going to pull up Hex straight away. Hex, yep, it does. So Hex, this is Hex contract on the Ethereum proof of work. Pretty easy. We've got the contract there. Hopefully that you can just collect that. We're going to copy that, bam, and let's. That all looks okay to me. So cool. Let me just jump out of there. Not sure. Bam, and we can import the token there. So place the token and contract address there, and this one I have to actually type Hex. Sometimes you have to do that, and then you just click add. And of course, there's no Hex in there, but you just import the tokens, and away you go. So there we are. We've got ETH and Hex in there now, and obviously I could import a Hedron, import Maxi. You can check the contracts, of course, with the Ethereum chain. That's just on the OK link there. So cool. So if I typed in, let me just type in on Maxi. Not sure if it's going to come in there. EB4, I think it's EB4 is the one. Then you'll be able to download that one and copy that and import that too. So that may just show that up though on the symbol. So look, yeah, it shows up the Maxi symbol there. Add custom. Obviously, you can check the contracts there on the Ethereum blockchain to make sure you're importing the right ones. And away you go. So that's just pretty quick, and you can add those in. So we show how to add the network pretty quickly. Pretty easy. Just go up the circle here, go to settings, and then go to networks, and then add your network, add a network, and put in the details. Those details are here on here. And of course, if you scroll up, also you will see that we've added the Maxi ETH proof of work. Did I spell that right there? I might have done that wrong there. Woof, I've written in there, so I've just put a little mistake in there. But let's just edit that all here. All right. Yeah, so we got the sites here for team and perpetuals. So obviously we've got the standard ones up the top here. We've got team, dashboard, and all. That's the dashboard. But if you're minting, you can go to the website and do the normal way. They'll bring you to the Ethereum minting. But if you want to do the ETH minting, these are the two links for the ETH minting at the moment. And they're not on the website as far as I know. Let's just check. I don't think they're on the website. These are just the Ethereum ones. If you go to these ones, they just will be able to mint team perpetuals on Ethereum. So if you click these buttons, they'll take you to the Ethereum version, which will be different. That's gonna pull it up there. That's taking a little while. So that's the basics there to add the network and to see your tokens. Now, obviously, if you go to the three circles here, you can jump onto the network and see what any assets you've got on here. So whatever copies you'll have on Ethereum will get copied over. This address has got nothing, so it won't show anything there. Cool. If you had that, you would be able to see them and then import the contracts as we just did. But you always double check the contracts, the beginning and the end of the contracts, to make sure on Ethereum that you're importing the right contract. I just did that very quickly to show you how that's done, and use the search engine for that. But you always want to double check those as well. All right, cool. So that's pretty much it on there. So here is this is the Team Maximus Cash one. This is for Ethereum, whereas this one here, is it the right one? Which one's that one? Team, yeah. Whereas this one here is this one here is on the proof of work. You got proof of work at the front, whereas this one here is Team on Ethereum. It's got no proof of work on the front of it, but both of them you can do mints on both, so it's cool. It's basically free assets, man. Welcome to crypto, as we say. So that's kind of cool. Hopefully that was helpful. So cool. We're going to jump out of all that. Jump out of that too. Nice work from Maximus there. Now, obviously, once you are up and running, you will see that at the moment on Ethereum, one Ethereum at the moment will buy 42,689 Hex at the moment. If you're on KyberSwap, KyberSwap is where people are able to connect their wallet. And of course, you've got different chains. You've got Ethereum and you've got Ethereum proof of work, which we just added to the MetaMask you just saw. So you've got either of those two. Obviously, on the Ethereum proof of work, you'll be able to do that. At the moment, if you add in, I don't know if I had the right one there, but if we added a type in Hex here, bam, you would see one wrapped ETH here on the network. So you've got the ETHW and wrapped ETH here. So no, we'll just go wrapped ETH there. So that's going to get you 392,000 Hex at the moment. So it's like a 10x difference. Now, this is telling us the route that it's going through. I haven't checked any of the pools or anything, or if this all makes sense, but this is what it's saying on a simple swap. So it seems to be a 10x, a multiple difference from one ETH that can get you on the ETH chain will get you 42,000. But at the moment, it will get you 392,000. This was over 400,000 before the live stream. So, and this seems to be the route there. Let me know in the chat there if you've actually done any of these trades. I have not. This is as far as I've got to. So all I've got to is adding the network to the MetaMask, importing some contracts, checking the Explorer, and then getting onto KyberSwap and having some comparisons. Apart from that, I have not done anything else. I've done no bridging. So no bridging from Ethereum to Ethereum proof of work. Haven't done that, and things like that. So those are things I'll be looking at later on in the day. Let me know. Some of you have probably gone further than that, since I only just got to see this morning. So yeah, let's see how people get on there. All right, so cool. That is on a KyberSwap. So it's KyberSwap there. And I think that's probably it on there. So yeah, just looks like a 10x difference to Hex. Now, some people apparently, like Jesse the Pitbox, was selling his stuff on there. So let's see if we can find that. Just ask Jesse, sorry. Yeah, and let's see. I think he may have. I don't know if he's made a comment about this, but he may have sold. Check copies only at your risk here. So that's non-financial advice. So that's true. And of course, you can see the network here details as well. So yeah, definitely not financial advice. What else we got there? Don't know if there's. I think that's it from him. I'm not sure if he's done some comments earlier on this. Go through that. No, it doesn't seem to be anything else there. So yeah, someone said that he had sold his stuff on that network and moved it to Ethereum or something. So cool. Nothing there that he's commenting on. So let us know in the chat. Let me get to the chat and see what people are saying about their experience so far, because I know some of you have probably done certain stuff there. Free copy of Hex on Yes, that's correct. Yeah. Diamond Hands is not up yet, right? Yeah, Diamond Hands not ready yet. They've got to take it to order, and of course, I think they've been a bit distracted by this Ethereum proof of work today, but I think they're getting onto the Diamond Hands. The last time I saw, that's a catcher. We are expecting that within a couple of days. I think they have got the audit arranged, so I think that's going to be happening too. We'll be live in Discord voice chat after this. There's Fat Sammy. Nice. Yeah, if you want to get into Discord under general chat here, we're going to have general voice chat. Fat Sammy will be in there. So big shout out to Fat Sammy. Appreciate that. Party on that. We'll be live in voice chat after Superman finishes the stream. Pop in and say hello. We'll be talking Hex and RH products, all question welcome. So that's going to be in the general voice chat there. So definitely join up with Fat Sammy for that. Nice one, Fat Sammy. Appreciate it. All right, so cool. Let us. This is the Explorer, of course, for the Ethereum proof of work. You can just change it, of course, to Ethereum or any other network that's on here. So that's pretty cool. You can just search addresses just like you do on Etherscan. Same thing. Swapping, Kyber Swap, is doing swaps on ETH proof of work. Several chains are supporting it. Some chains are waiting to see whether it gets attacked much or this or that. Just remember, it's an early fork, so there are always security issues, and there's plenty of scammers out there and things like that. So wait and see. At the moment, though, 1 ETH will get you through a node 2. Obviously, you're speculating on the chain, also on liquidity provision and things like that. Just remember that, take that into account, and so forth. So yeah. But some people will say dump your assets and then sell them all, put them all over to Ethereum. And then some people will say, nah, this could thrive on the chain. It's immutable code. Could do well too. Obviously, we've got experience on Polygon with Hex over on Polygon there. And that seems to have gone okay. So, yeah, it's up to you what you're going to do, which position you support. And good luck to you on that. Obviously, ETH is the Genesis chain. So, cool. Let's have a look here. I think that's pretty much on there. Here's the Hex price at the moment at 3.4 cents. Let's get in some more comments here. Andrew says, happy Friday. For your information, I found out everyone who got free Maxi team-based Dicky Lucky Trio on Ethereum proof of work. Wow, worth more than my $60 of ETH I got from the fork. Crazy, everybody, says Andrew. Well done, man. Well done, Andrew. Any updates from RH from Twitter Spaces? I don't think so. I guess been pretty quiet. I mean, he's posted a couple of posts. What happened there? I had Richard Hart. What happened to Richard Hart there? There he is. Let's see where. Beware giving your seed phrase or private keys to any software or authorizing any dApp. I bet scams show up with fake airdrops for the merge, fake wallets, fake you name it. And he's right about that. So you've got to be very careful. And it's a nice reminder there from Richard. So good comment. Anyone notice I was right about the price again? Talking about the Ethereum price there selling off. And so on. So cool. I think that's it. That's it from Richard that I can see. I'm not sure about any Twitter spaces he's done, but that's pretty much it. See tweets from Dipcatcher, says Andrew. Yeah, I think I looked at those. Hopefully I looked at those earlier. We looked at all those. Was it 12 o'clock your comment? Yeah. Andrew Reynolds, what do you have to do with the have ETH power? Let's have a look. Jump through some of this. Yeah, I've posted all that. Fat Sammy in the house. Good to see Fat Sammy. Davis in the house there. Good to see Davis as well. Sandy Beach says, if we mint our perpetuals on ETH, do I have to go back into ETH and mint them again? Yeah, you will. You'll have to mint them. If you've already done it before the ETH merge, you won't have to. They should be actually no, they wouldn't have been. They wouldn't have been minted. I'm pretty sure. No, if you had minted them before, then you'll have the copy on the ETH chain before the merge, and then they'll just get copied over to ETH proof of work. So you'll have your base trio Lucky Desi on proof of work if you already minted them before the fork. Yeah. Yes, totally different chains. Brian's answered all that. Let's jump through this. A couple more comments in there. Strolling through there. I jumped up like 20 minutes and no time at all. I'm tired from work, so I feel confused about all this. I'll catch up on the weekend after some rest. Yeah, there's no rush, Sandy. No rush at all. You got plenty of time to mint your, or you've got your copies anyway, so you don't have to actually do anything. To be honest, there, Sandy. Donna says over 300 million Hex on sell side for Hex USDC pair. This looks really bad, says Donna. Right on the Hex one, yeah. I haven't actually got liquidity pool, but that probably is. Let's have a look on the Uniswap. Bam. Peter, did you say? 3 minutes. Oh yeah! Wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's quite a lot. No, we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on from here. Yeah, good observation there, Donna. Ted Nelson says, so you have to add all your tokens back into ETHW. So to add all your tokens back. I'm not sure what you mean. You have to import the contracts like I showed you into your wallet. Yeah, on the ETH proof of work side. It won't show up any of the base, Trio, Lucky, or DC. If you've got those there, you'll have to add in those contracts. Already imported all my ETH tokens to ETHPoW, but I will await maybe 1 week to start interacting with them, mint trade, etc. Yeah, a good idea lies beneath. You all got free copies now on ETH proof of work. Yep, well done, Hexodl. ETH proof of work is worth more than Hex. And Hex proof of work is worth more than Hex. Pat Sammy says, anyone looking to LP, avoid USDC and look at exotic pairs to up your token pump, get better fee. Yes, thank you, says Ted there. All right, cool. So that's yeah, lots of liquidity on there. So we'll see how we go in terms of the Hex price there. Currently at 3.44 cents. Pretty good deal. You're getting a copy, obviously, on Pulsechain still. And if you had Hex already, you got your copy on the ETH proof of work there. So cool on that. Now, if you had anything on the Ethereum chain, it's now showing up on the ETH proof of work. So you basically just got a copy of Big Airdrop. The value of that, of course, is subject to the market on the ETH proof of work, which we're looking through Kyber Swap here. You can play it around for at the moment. So cool. Let us jump away from that. Now, we're probably going to do more on that in the future. Later on today, once I've checked a few things around, checked a lot more things. So stay tuned for that. Let me have a look here. What's Hexodl's in the house? So Hexodl says, yeah, there's Kyber Swap there. So there's kyberswap.com if you want to look at the ETH proof of work stuff there. I forgot to post that earlier. Can swap your proof of work tokens into ETH proof of work and out to FTX to sell. Nice one, Hexodl. Free tokens like a Pulsechain are live now on ETH proof. That's true. Thanks, Hexodl, says Sandy Beach. Hype on the PLS6 limit audit function. Yeah, it was pretty good there, Fat Sammy. Some multi-millionaires shorted ETH today. It says short Hex. Yeah, well, that looked clear on the chart there earlier. Someone will need to create an interface for staking and staking Hex, I'm guessing, says Brian. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can use the other ones. I guess it's not, maybe that calls the actual network, so it's probably the case. Maybe that's what we need. I don't think it's going to take long if someone needs to do that. Cool. Let me just, all right. Let me just post that. All right, cool. That's where we're currently at the moment. What else are we doing here today? We're going to do the Hex daily stats. I think we've got those. Day 118. Not yet here. We're still got 1,017 there, but we will come up to that soon. Like I say, Maxi doing really well, 2.24. Let's have a quick look through the charts. I haven't actually covered them all. So that was Maxi. We've got Hedron at the moment, pulled down to 2,875. Obviously, just going with the market at the moment. Busts it down through the 3,100 mark there. So who knows where we're going to go to from there. Remember that quite a few people have still got big extra returns in here. All these people down here, they've got big extra returns, so they can all sell if they want to. No, it doesn't mean they will do, but we've still got just under 2 months to go until the big Hedron auctions, liquidations. So it's still a while to go for that. And we've got the volatility in between. Let's jump over to the BNB memes. We've got Dogecoin on BNB at holding up okay. It's at pretty much similar as yesterday. It's at 4 just over 4 cents, so 4400th of a cent there. P33 is down at 9.8 cents. It's just muddling around there, but that's, it's okay, I guess. Internet money is down further there, down at 6,500 there on internet money, so not looking too hot, that one. So not much to say too much about those ones. Airdrops, let's have a look at the airdrops. How is Pulse Dodge performing? It looks like it's not doing too badly. Obviously, it's way down at $2.80, but it is up from yesterday at $2.60, at $2.80, and of course, we're waiting for the dual token system. I have not actually checked the developer to see whether they've actually done anything, but doesn't appear to be so in the chart, and that's where we're at the moment. So $2.80, and it launched at $1. So it launched $1 back here, got down to a low of 73 cents. It's got to a high of $9.53, and now down at $2.80. It's definitely cooled off on the RSI. So if we do get that dual token system coming out, whatever it's going to be, that's kind of the next play for me out of these charts that we're watching. The white token, it is down at 1 cent, so it's still holding up pretty well. I mean, because it was down at half a cent, and it's still got up at 1 cent, so not too bad. Obviously, the euphoria of Coast's announcement regarding a stable coin and on a Fed on-ramp has still got time to play out. Apparently, they have been working on it for a year, so we'll see how they go. They got a team of 2 Aussies and 4 Americans. They seem pretty nice guys. We'll see where this all ends up, but it's always good to have another DeFi stablecoin coming into Pulsechain, just like Liquid Loans LUSD. Now, if you haven't played around with Liquid Loans DApp, definitely do it. I did a video yesterday, a live stream. I've got the timestamps on this channel. Definitely check it out. It was a lot of fun. The DApp is really, really cool. In fact, I'm going to pull it up briefly because I think they've done a great job with it. There's 1 or 2 little minor things that they can do in terms of searching and stuff like that, but it is pretty cool. I think I've got the link here. I think I have. I'm not sure where I put that actually. Did I put it in the Discord? That's the thing. Did I put it in the Discord? I actually think I may have forgotten to do that too. That's not good. I need to get onto that one. So Liquid Loans, I will look to add that. Maybe I'll put it under new token links, which is probably where it belongs. Liquid Loans. No, I think I haven't done that, so I'll have to do that too. So Liquid Loans, it's test, isn't it? Testnet Liquid Loans. Yeah, I think that's the one. Cool. I'm going to post that in the Discord now while we do it, while I can think about it. Let's go into here and edit those. Liquid Loans. Got to be at the top here somewhere. Testnet. Testnet. Yeah, bam. So you can get access to that too. And cool. All right, cool. So that's accessible there. So we're going to hit that, bam. And of course, there it is. Now we went through this, bro, USDL, stable coins, everything really is cool. I've got to change the network though, because I've probably got quite a bit of stuff there now. I've got to change. So this is all we're doing is changing this over from the Ethereum proof of work network to the Pulsechain test network. And oh, wow, look at this. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's cool, man. That is cool. So I put stuff in the stability pool. I have actually now got on the test network there 1,158 Pulse and 134 loan token reward. That is very, very cool. Now I'm going to let that go because we're going to probably harvest that in the second live stream later today when we do the Maximus team of Petrol's day 11 results. But the staking pool, let's have a look at that. 33 USDL, so 33 US dollars I've made on that. Pretty nice. I don't think there's any redemption rewards because the redemptions is not activated. So that's why there's no redemption rewards here. But and you just never know when people are going to do redemptions. But yeah, the APR there, is that fallen down? Is that pretty similar? I think it's pretty similar to what it was. So cool. So we're going to go through that quickly again in the second live stream. Stay tuned for that. That is looking really nice. What a great UI. This pops out. Bam. Pops out at you. It's going to be so good. This is going to be an alpha DApp, man. I'm sure of it. It's going to be so good. All right, so cool. Can't wait for that. That's in the future, though. Today, we have got the Ethereum proof of work. All the details, as I've showed you, are in the useful links if you haven't already gone to that. Take time. It's no rush. Yeah, just make sure that you feel comfortable with everything. We're waiting for the results for day 1018. 1018. We're waiting for that. That's going to come up shortly. Let me just jump away from here. Yeah, I think that was it. Let's close out of there. And here we are at the moment. Let's get back into it. So that was the airdrops there on the white token. Let's have a look at the wildcards. Now, I have removed Dodeca from the wildcards. We've got certainly PZen here at 1 cent. Still holding up really well as PZen. Look at that, holding up really well. And this is Comrade Zen's coin. Pulsal Beta, Stressful Struggle, people like that. And this one, that looks holding up very well on that one. The More token, Trayvon's one. Man, that's just taken a dive. So, but still worth 83 cents. It's not like it's not nothing. But there we are. It's definitely taken a dive there. 83 cents there. People probably selling that one out for more valuable tokens, more risk off, as it were. It's probably subject to that. All right, cool. That is pretty much what's happening there. Let's jump over to waiting for the Hex Daily stats to come up. And I will be doing more on ETH proof of work later on once I've had a chance myself to go further than what I've showed you so far. That's about as far as I've got. Let me have a look here. We got Crypto King in the house. Boom. What's up, Hexkins? Say good to see Crypto King. Always good to see you in the house there. Fat Sammy says ETH to at least $1,300 in my opinion, says Fat Sammy. That's the next call. Nice one, Fat Sammy. Blobfish King says, I wonder how we can access ETH proof of work with our Staker app. Yeah, it's probably a question for the Staker app team there, Blobfish King. I really haven't seen much from them at all, actually, from the Staker app. You guys, I don't know if you guys have heard much. I haven't actually checked them for a while, but they were been so quiet. They've got their second tap. They just haven't turned it on. Staker app. Now, obviously, they have being able to respond to things. I'm not sure whether they've been doing much there. 17 hours ago. Good. You respond to the Vitalics comment there about being finished. Pay attention to ETH BTC pair. Yeah, can't see anything in there at all. Staker app. I don't know if there's anything on the main channel. Yeah, waiting for the second UI. The UI looks so good. I can't wait for this. Come on, guys. Why don't they just launch it and then enable the Pulsechain later? So we can use this on Ethereum. You know, why don't they just do that? I wish they would. We launched a community challenge like September, so yeah, nothing there. And I can't see not much updates, so it's a bit of a shame. I wish they were doing more updates. They were having the weekly updates on Hexodl and Gerardo and stuff like that, all finished. Not sure why they're all finished, but would have been nice for them to keep that up. Right, 1018 is hot off the press. Woohoo! We got it. And Fat Sam says really cool. I still have to check out our liquid loan testing too. So behind. Hey, Sandy Beach, I did do a really nice coverage yesterday. Also, Matt's got plenty of good videos on the liquid loans there channel as well. Hextrovert in the house there. What's up, y'all? Hey, good to hear Hextrovert. Wookie says my head hurts. That's pretty funny. Hextrovert is back in Oz. Good to see. What else there? What else there? Brennan says, welcome back. I think that's it. So let's get into it. We have the Hex Daily Stats, day 1018, 15th of September. We've got the price down 6.2 cents, down at 3.4 cents. Not what we wanted to see, but this is where we are at the moment. And we do have a big sell wall in the old Hex side there on Ethereum that we just showed you earlier. Now, payout per T-share. 6.3 million. Sorry, 6.3 million. 6.3 hex per T-share, not a million. You guys get out of here. It's not a million. That was an accident. All right, so we got the T-share price, $830. Wow. And of course, if you did a 10-year stake at the moment, this is a third of this price. 830 times divided by 3. If you did that's $276 at the moment for a 10-year T-share, and that's pretty nice. T-share rate 24,122, a dot day in the increase there, so that's where we are. The average stake length 6.58 years. The annual percentage yield rate, that's the yield is the inflation. Emergency in-state penalties there is 38.61%. That's pretty nice, right? So liquidity in the pool, 403 million hex in the pool. Wow. And of course, that's plenty for big whales. So if big whales out there, you want to get you've been wanting that hex basket, well, it's there for you now. You don't have to do OTC necessarily. you can pick up 100 million for, not too much, not too bad, as we say. So you got the pool's gone under $10 million. You know that I like the pool to be over $10 million. You guys know that. It's currently at 9.7. So let's get back over 10 million. Come on out there. You can do it. We've got 1,170 ETH in there. Let's have a look at the T shares there, down 1653 to 10.4 million, 10,419,000. So remember, we've got the ownership, the reward pool. It has the inflation and penalties in it, and we have Hex ownership, which has T shares in it. That's a bit like shares in a company. They own the reward pool, and every day pretty much theoretically they get paid out on the ledger. But of course, it happens at the end of the stake when you unstake. But hey, that's cool. What else there? Let's jump through here. We got the stake percentage of coins, 9.66% of all Hex is staked. So that's looking pretty good. And the percentage penalties there, 3.3 million of penalties. Very nice. So no matter what happens in the market, you're getting paid as a T-share staker. So if people are risk off, if they're doing risk off, they're emerging in staking, whatever they're doing, you're always getting paid. And that's very important. Let's have a look at the Hex Whalebot. Now, remember, at the beginning of the month, we had about 3.5 billion Hex coming out before the 27th during the minting phase of Maximus. So no surprises there. That has been coming out. A lot of it's been getting restaked. Some gets sold. Let's have a look here. 15th. So 11 hours ago, we had 68 million in Hex liquidity added. So some of that big liquidity there. 50 million Hex staked for 11 days is one of some more of our short stakers. Like I say, these are the ones that just keep staking short typically. 10 hours ago, 5.5 million Hex was sold for 190,000. What else there? More liquidity added here on the Hex side. Removed and added again. Removed and added and removed again. So there we are. And added again 9 hours ago. So you got to keep up with that. So there we are. That's a lot of that liquidity coming in there as well. So cool. That's the Hex Whalebot. Let's have a quick look at the charts there. We haven't actually finished the daily stats, but we're just having a quick look at the stakes on here. So we'll get to that. The money printers are on sale, says Rothko. I couldn't see it better. Where's Rothko's comment there? That was beautiful. Katie says Vitalik mining for gold meme is hilarious. Yeah. That was terrible. We played that yesterday. Hey, Hex Fetty's in the house. Hey guys, good to see Hex Fetty. There's so much to learn, says Fat Sammy. Yeah, one day at a time. You'll be fine. Sandeep's in the house. Hey, Sandeep, it's been a while. Good to see you, Sandeep. Big shout out to you in Calcutta. Good morning to Sandeep there. And Katie as well. That's laughing out there. Rothko, save us, Richard Hart, says Rothko. Follow the yellow brick road, yeah. What else there? Hit the like button, folks. Hit the like. We got Ahmed in the house. Hey, Ahmed, good to see you. Hello. Good to see Ahmed as well. Excellent choice. Sorry, I forgot to hit the like. Yeah, that's okay. Welcome, excellent choice. Rothko in the house. Good to see everybody. And howdy all from Matt as well. Good to see Matt. Howdy, people. Very cool. Man, we've got a flush of people coming in at the moment. And this has not reset. We're supposed to refresh. You can do it. Refresh. Anyway, I'll come back to Hex Stakes. Let's finish off the daily stats here. Let me just jump out of there. Rango had a comment here. Hey, all Rango's in the house too. I'm going to smash through some of these. These are really cool. Excellent choice. Yeah, Rothko. Money printers are on sale. That is so true with the T-shares. Yeah, for sure. Boop in the house. Boop, boop. Yep, smash the like button. I think that's kind of where we are. Cool. I got caught up there. Yeah, so growth. Let's have a look at growth. We're at 48 stakers today. We hit 108,828. So the stakers actually tapered off a little bit here, but of course Hex is cheaper now than ever. I mean, 3.45 cents at the moment. So spread the word about dollar cost averaging. Obviously, some people are going to try and wait to see whether when the market bottoms, where Hex will lie at that stage. But of course, here we are at the moment. That's not too bad as a dollar cost average after a pretty big pullback from the all-time highs. And of course, we're up at the total watt holders up 113. Looks like some people picking up the opportunity, and we're up at 311,000 total holders there. And of course, the big number that we're heading towards is 500,000 holders, up 227 total holders at 495,528. That's kind of a cool number, but obviously, ultimately, it's these current holders and current stakers that we ultimately care about. We're currently in day 1019, heading towards 3 years for Hex. So how far away are we? Not too far away. What, about 76 days away? 76 days, so 2.5 months away. We're getting closer there. 3-year birthday party for Hex, and then of course we're going to be in the 4th year, which is really mature, really mature of us. Very cool. That's Hex Daily Stats. Let's get into how we're doing for time. Very good for time. So let's get into the. I'm going to have a look at the staking ladder. There's a couple other sites I want to pull in. They're going to start pulling in soon with some different information. So we're going to be changing that around a bit there. This is not updating, so I'm not sure why that's not updating, but it won't update. All right, let's go back to the charts here. Hex at 3.4 cents, Maxi at 7.7, with the premium looking really nice versus Hex, and I don't see this abating actually, unless some of the big whales decide to do something. It's looking pretty good. Hedron here at 2869, and Icosa moving down with Hex there at $1.10 on Icosa there. All right, let's just get back in the chat, see what else is in the house. No, I think that was it. Oh no, Fat Sammy said $4+ Hex 2025. I'm calling that as a minimum, says Fat Sammy. Into the lead into 25. Yeah, that sounds not too bad. Some people are calling much higher than that, Fat Sammy. $10, $20. But if that's more than 100x from here now, 4 cents. Should we be aping in to claim a copy or waiting for more Hex? Well, your copy is going to be on there. So your copy is just going to be on the chain there, Brennan. Whether you're waiting for more liquidity, I haven't actually got a chance to check that yet. There's some of the things I'm going to look at after the live stream. So Hex Hodl may have done stuff like that. Let us know. Hex Hodl's in the chat here. He may have already done a lot of those things. All right, cool. That's where we are. We're up to an hour and 12 minutes. You guys having a good time out there? ETH proof of work looks like a cool drop. Like I say, do take care out there with bridges or any swaps or anything like that. Obviously, Kyber swap is what people are tending to use for this. And of course, you got the OK link there for the Explorer for the ETH network. And of course, you can always get the contract addresses from Etherscan that you know, and then import those into your wallets. This is sort of a starter point there. And of course, what did we say earlier? I said something else earlier. And Hex Hodl says you can swap your proof of work tokens into ETH proof of work. You can swap your proof of work tokens into ETH proof of work and out to FTX to sell if you want to do it that way. So it's from Hex Hodl there. So appreciate that from Hex Hodl. Cool. I think that's kind of where we are at this stage. Should we wrap up? We are. We're going to wrap up. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Catch me later on for the second live stream. And we're going to obviously cover ETH proof of work more as I discover more. And we're going to talk about the Maximus team and Perpetuals day 11 results. We're going to go deep dive on that. And of course, we're going to do a bit more around liquid loan stat there just to see it reap some of our rewards. We're going to possibly have a touch on limit orders and things like that, and any other updates that come in during the next 5 hours. We're getting onto that, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and don't forget to get into our Discord. Discord is awesome, and get in there, folks. And of course, Fat Sammy is going to have Fat Sammy and probably Brian maybe are going to be in general voice. If you have questions about any of this, get into there. Fat Sammy is going to be live in the voice chat after this. So very, very cool. I'm sure the moderators will post that link. It is at the top of the video description as well. We've got a few more comments on the way out. Hextra says, I've been in Vegas so playing catch up as the got replay protection. Don't know, Hextrovert. Don't know on that actually. We'll see. I think Wookie may have had his head to a banana. You got to look after yourself, Wookie. You really do. The merger's done, hoping the market's tanked soon and fast, ready to buy the last lot before that we blast off this Matt. Like how you're thinking there. Wales will take the Ethereum Hex price and discount shares due to the fees putting off small holders and getting better APY. This is my bus sold, so I recently amount ready to go and pump it lower. Yeah, well, Matt, DCA because there could be more opportunities ahead of us. So don't rush in too quick is my general opinion, but obviously not investment advice. Go the Raiders, says Matt. That's a good place to finish. Go the Raiders. Wherever you are, the Raiders, go for the Raiders. All right, let's leave it on the Hex charts on the way out. That is where we are. 3.4 cents on Hex, 2.24 premium on Maxi, Hedron at 2,855, and Icosa at $1.10. That's a good way to finish. Catch you guys in 5 hours time for the second live stream. Peace out, everybody. Peace out. Yeah, boy. All right. I'm crazy. I swear. Not as crazy as some. All right, let's play out some funky music. Let's play out Power City Core, shall we? That's pretty funky. Let's play that. Where are we going here? Power City Core. There was probably some other stuff I was going to play, but I never played it. Ended up playing it. I think this is the one. I forgot which one it is. All right, peace out, everybody. Bye for now. Subscribe.